Hi there! For our review today, I have got the brand new X Factor Elite E-10 which was recently launched. This new model definitely looks very exciting as it is more of a high performance device as compared to the older models. So without any further ado, let's move on to its unboxing. Right away you can see, even the packaging of this model has been significantly improved. The box is simple yet attractive enough. You can see the branding of the phone in the front with the golden colored version of the phone. On the left, key features of the phone are displayed. The right side lets you know that you get a 6 months warranty on the battery and charger and 1 year warranty on the phone itself. Moving on, you see that you get a free leather flip cover and then it shows you the color options. The back of the box lists out the major specifications of the phone, which we will talk in much detail as we go. Let me open up this box to see what we have inside. And here is our review phone unit in gold color. But as usual, before diving into that, let us quickly see what else do we get in the package. Underneath the phone, we have our free leather case. I will talk about it later, so let's put it aside for now. We also have a warranty card, a user manual, and a screen protector. On the other side is a charger, an earphone, a USB cable, and a battery. Now, let's start our review of the actual phone set. Talking about the very first impression as we hold the phone, it is very satisfying. I have fairly large hands and the phone fits perfectly. Even if you have average or small hands, I think you will still have a good experience as the phone does not feel oversized. The edges of the phone are slightly curved, which helps in this good feel. The phone is fairly light with a weight of just 148 grams. Despite of having a plastic construction, the phone feels very sturdy. Going through outside of the phone, you're obviously welcomed by this decent sized 5-inch screen. I will talk more about it later. The phone has a band of plastic going around the edges in the middle, which is helping to maintain its strength. The top consists of a 2-megapixel front-facing camera, an earpiece, and a proximity sensor. The bottom has capacitive multitasking, home and back buttons from left to right. They light up white when the screen is turned on. There's nothing on the left side of the phone except the volume rocker, and it is well placed as you can easily reach it when holding the phone normally. The right side of the phone has the power button, which is yet again placed comfortably. A 3.5mm headphone jack and micro USB port reside on the top and a single speaker at the bottom. The 8-megapixel main camera is coupled with a double LED flash at the back. As you open the plastic back cover on the phone, which is very easy to do, you will see the battery compartment and SIM card slots. The micro SIM card slot is on the left and micro SD memory card slot on the right. As this phone is a dual SIM phone, which is also a major feature, you can also insert another standard sized SIM on the slot underneath. Let's turn up the phone now. You are then greeted with the newer colors animation. After that, you receive this greeting from Android 5.1 Lollipop. Setting up the language and other common settings will take you a few more minutes and you're done. This 5-inch 720p IPS panel looks quite nice. The colors coming out of it are very neutral, I would say. There's no oversaturation, so no blown out photos or videos. The only thing I can notice instantly is the pixelation around icons due to the low pixel count on this 5-inch screen. Images and icons also have a little bit blurred effect, but these are apparent only when you view the screen at a closer distance. The screen has a very good brightness range. There's no trouble in viewing the screen even out in a sunny day with the brightness set to the highest setting. So let's talk about the core hardware and software features of the phone. The phone is rocking a quad-core 1.3 GHz processor with 2 GB of RAM that handles Android Lollipop without any hesitation. The phone has 16 GB of internal storage, which should happily serve most users, but you still have an option for expansion of up to 32 GB. The phone provides a very satisfying near-to-stock Android experience with no apparent bloatware. There are just a few pre-installed applications like Browser, FM radio, Note, File Explorer, Sound Recorder, Music, Video Player, and Wps Office, which are provided by Colors. All the rest of the applications are from Google, with the exception of Facebook, of course. The 5-inch screen facilitates for large 6x4 tiles of icons in the app drawer, which looks very clean. I won't be wasting much time going through all of the applications, but we'll go through 3 of the exclusive applications that comes with the phone. The first one is called Firewall. This is a handy application when you would like to block messages, calls, video calls from unwanted callers. The UI is very clean and intuitive. You can simply type in the name and phone number of the unwanted caller and choose among these options to block them respectively, and the job is done. The second app is File Explorer. It might not sound that much appealing, but having an easy-to-use File Explorer definitely comes in handy at times. This application narrows down your search as you tap onto one of these 5 options, and relevant files will be searched for you. The third app is Wps Office. This is a free mobile office package and is well polished with good interface. You can get started with creating a Word, presentation, or spreadsheet file with little effort. Unlike most of the free office packages available today, this one can help in creating basic but decent slideshows on the go. Now, let's move on to the 2 interesting special features that this phone offers. First, the gesture controls. Yes, this phone is the very first from Colors to adopt intuitive gesture controls as found in the high-end smartphones like Samsung, HTC, etc. You can go to Settings and then to Gesture Controls to view the settings. You can assign your own custom functions to the given gestures. Let me show you the default functions it performs. Double tapping the screen when turned off wakes the screen up. This is very handy when you quickly want to view the time or unread notifications. Sliding from bottom to top unlocks the screen. Sliding from top to bottom plays or pauses the music according to its respective state. Sliding from left to right changes to the next song. Sliding from right to left goes back to the previous song. O launches contacts. W launches the File Explorer. M launches music. E launches the browser. C launches the camera. S launches messages. V launches phone. And Z launches settings. So this is definitely the most interesting feature in the phone that you will be using very often. The gestures work accurately most of the times, with only a few rare misses. The leather flip cover that I was talking about earlier is what brings up the second special feature of the phone. This flip cover replaces your standard back cover. The round hole on the flip area then allows for quick viewing of time. A swipe to any direction displays icons for viewing unread messages, missed calls, turning music on, off, and previous next buttons to change your songs on the go. You can access the camera directly from the camera icon, and it shows a small size display of the viewfinder. You can tap on the screen to take a picture. There's a settings button from which you can change between analog and digital mode of the time shown within the smart function. This feature makes it easier for you to perform these several functions very quickly and saves time. It also contributes on extending the battery life, as you won't be needing to turn on the whole screen up when performing these tasks. Let's talk about performance now. I ran a few games for a few hours and the phone never lagged. The quad-core 1.3 GHz CPU and 2 GB of RAM come into play here. The phone was staying at just a bit over normal temperature during this entire time. 1080p and 720p high-definition videos don't seem to bother at all. Everything runs without a single hitch. A perfect device for multimedia consumption. Web browsing is handled with ease like any good phone would do these days. Loading of desktop versions of websites with heavy flash animations seldom affects the smoothness. Zooming in and out of any other websites are handled flawlessly. Multitasking is yet another strong trait that it beholds. 2 gigs of RAM is plenty of space for running applications in the background, and switching between applications is smooth. Audio-wise, the single speaker on the bottom only does an average job of playing music and other sounds. The maximum volume isn't that high and the quality is average too. It produces distorted sound when played at maximum volume due to the vibration of internals of the speaker. Thus, listening to music wouldn't be that enjoyable. Now, let's move on to its camera. Well, there's nothing really fascinating about it. The 8-megapixel camera on the back shoots usable photos out in the daylight, but it is not going to win any kind of competition by any stretch. Using the camera in poorly lit conditions is out of the question. The back camera can shoot 1080p and 720p videos, but the frame rates are below 20 FPS. So no luck here either. Unlike the camera and the speaker of the phone, the battery does not disappoint at all. In fact, I found it to be very competitive when comparing to today's flagships. Despite of the average 2000 mAh battery, the phone easily gives you a full day of usage with normal use. This might vary a bit for you, but I used the phone for a couple of days as my daily driver and it lasted full days. Only when gaming and web surfing for extended periods, I was able to drain the battery to below 20%. Charging the battery back up to full does take nearly around 2 hours. Finally, it's time for a concluding verdict. This phone is undoubtedly a powerful device that can easily handle demanding applications. It's not only about the specification of the phones today, but more about the overall experience that they provide. This phone truly hits that very segment and manages to do it very well. The user experience is made more enjoyable by its gesture controls and smart flip functions. It would not be wise to nitpick on the several drawbacks it has. The phone is priced only at Rs 12,995, which is a deal breaker for such a powerful phone. It's the cheapest phone in its category and provides good value for your money. So, I would recommend this phone for those power-hungry users who are seeking for a capable daily driver at a very affordable price. Thank you for your time. See you in the next one.